Number one, I think we need to find various strategies to actively involve them in the learning process. We have, I believe in this kind of a pyramid of learning where if we look at the active involvement in learning that is required and needed for African American males, the schools are still teaching African American males in a very passive approach. The passive approach allows them, if they're sit still, be quiet, don't disrupt the classroom, those are the African American males who pretty much don't have any attention, are not disruptive, and teachers do not do any punitive things to those types of students. However, African American males are very active. They usually don't like to sit still for long periods of time, and so they need to be involved in a participatory approach to learning. Our teaching styles today are still lecture, unfortunately. And with all the research I know about lecturing, the best lecturer in the world can lecture to us. We're only going to retain 5% of the information. We know by doing, and when we can teach others, we retain 90% of the information. So therefore, we've got to get away from lecturing. We've got to get away from this approach that allows a child to sit still, particularly African American males, and get them involved in participating in the learning process so that they in turn can then teach others, and then learning can occur at the highest level of 90%, which is what we want for our kids to certainly achieve. So some of those strategies have to be in place, which is a paradigm shift from what teaching training, and that's the last piece, our colleges are not training our teachers to teach that way. They're training our teachers to lecture. They've got to shift that sense of lecturing and get children involved in participating in the teaching. Therefore, that will be kind of an active approach to help children, especially African American males, understand truly what they're doing. The modalities we use are not there as well. We're still doing seat work, worksheets. We're not doing enough technology. And our children today, particularly African American males who are hands-on and understand technology, need to have that critical piece involved in their learning. When that happens, they usually achieve, and they achieve at high levels. And that's the piece that's really a disconnect in really the teaching that we're doing with our African American males today. It's a paradigm shift that has to occur, because if we keep doing what we've done in the past, we're always going to get what we've always got. And currently what we've gotten is a disheartening failure to many of the African American males in our schools. So we've got to change that entire approach to teaching. And I certainly hope that at some point in time I get a chance to implement that and roll that all out, because I'm really excited about that in our future.